This anime deserves to be the anime of the year. I did not realize after watching all 24 of the goddamn episodes that it deserves to be the anime of the year. And ladies and gentlemen, that anime can no other be than Jujutsu Kaisen. It is such an amazing episode. This episode is a 10 out of 10, or anime is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like, we're done. The video's over. I'm just kidding. But I want to talk about some things about this anime. But before we get into that, we gotta address a couple of things. Number one, it is on Crunchyroll, Verb, and it has a both sub and dub, and it has, 24 episodes with a random time of 23 to 24 minutes each, so you're going to get a whole lot of bang out of your buck. And the about is Yuta Itadori is a boy with a tremendous physical strength, and you get to see that because my boy Itadori, he got that strength like fucking Superman, man. He's like fucking Shazam, like overpowered as hell, but also immature, because that's how I can compare it to Itadori to. But when he gets serious, that motherfucker can just do excuse me, a whole lot of damage towards people and everything. Though he lives a completely ordinary high school life, one day, to save a classmate who has been attacked by a curse, he eats a finger. Yes, he literally eats a finger of Roman. I cannot pronounce this guy's name worth of shit, but his name is Roman Sakanu, taking the curse into his own soul. From now on, he shares one body with Roman Sokonen. I think that's how you say his name, Sokonen. I don't know. Guided by the most powerful sorcerers, which is more than one. Sotaro Gojo, Itadori is admitted to a Tokyo high school, an organization that fights the curses, and thus begins the heroic tale of a boy who became a curse to exorcise a curse, a life from which he could never turn back to. And that was just it for him. He chose to do this just to save as many people as he can, or as many as he wants, because man, the first episode, like, even though it was a little bit quick into getting to like the main character setup for the rest of the story, there's a bit that touched me a bit in the first episode, and it was Itadori and his relationship to his grandfather and everything, and that they argue and he didn't want Itadori to see him. I think he said he just didn't want to be like a drag and just want him to keep going, keep living, and he wants him to save people, and that's just like very noble of him to say, to like have his grandchild not worry about him and just worrying about his own life and everything, man. And then it rushed in to save his classmate. He eats the finger, and then he realized the consequences of eating it, because now, since he is a vessel of a curse, of the god, just a god of curses, of Sokonon, and I love his relationship between those two. But let me talk a little bit other stuff about it. But with him, like, he would just do what his grandpa says and to save as many people as he can, and that's what he does. He saves as many people as he can with his power, and there is a really sense of progression and character development in Itadori's relationship towards the Fujito and Haburan, I think that's how you say her name, with his group, like with their friendship and their relationship keep growing. And man, oh man, Gojo, he is my favorite character, even though we get less screen time with him. Dude, he is the most overpowered motherfucker ever. And he's the fucking goddamn teacher of the school, man. And like, I love him, and I'm glad you don't get to see a lot, because in the first, it was first or second episode, when you saw how he handled Sokonon, like the most powerful curse of all time, and he just handled him without even he technically didn't reveal his power until like a couple of episodes in, but like, man, you could tell already that he is overpowered as fuck without even having to showing one finger of his power. Yeah, and I love the dude's personality. Gojo, is so fucking funny. I love this dude, and I love every scene with him, with all the other characters, man, and how they interact. He doesn't really take everything seriously until he has to, man. Like, I just love his personality so much, and I'm glad you don't get to see too much and too less of him, because he's like kind of there sticking around, but like in a fight and everything, dude's overpowered as hell. You get to see his actual power, and it is amazing. He is just he is just fucking overpowered, and I think he watched Itadori just watched him fuck up a curse, man. He just fucked him up, and oh my gosh, all the characters in this anime are incredible. I forgot this I forgot this one guy, but I love him so much, and it was the beginning of, I think it was I think it was Toto, something like that. So it was an introduction. It was like 3-4 episodes of the first years versus like the second and third years, somewhere around there, and you got to meet all the other students in the Jujutsu high school when they were doing like a festival or an event against, the first years and second years, like against each other. And I love Toto so fucking much, man. Like the dude's basically like a meathead, but he had his own ideology, man. And it didn't help. Okay, he's the guy that asks, what type of women do you like or date, something around that. And I think Itadori like gave him like an answer like Kylie Jenner or something, like a tall woman with big ass, and this man immediately was like, "Oh my god, you're my best friend!" And like, I think when they fought a curse together, dude, it was so amazing how they just swapped places to defeat that curse. I enjoyed the fuck out of that episode, and oh my gosh, and it really did help go on. Toro actually really helped Itadori so much with his power and handling his curse energy and everything. I just thought that was just fucking amazing how he just helped out Itadori, and Itadori really has some good character development along the way, but he still kept his philosophy, I think, of what his grandpa was telling him about like saving as many people as he can before he dies. And because he is a cursed vessel for Sukanon, he has to unfortunately die because he is the most like powerful being, like powerful curse ever. So they need to kill him in like a vulnerable state, and Itadori is actually really vulnerable because like I don't think Itadori is not even close enough to reach to Sukanon's level of his curse energy and his power and everything. So they decided to have him collect all, I think it was like 20 of his fingers, because Sukanon had like, this dude has like fucking like this dude has fucking 4 arms, man. And you had to collect all the fingers to order to fucking in order for him to fucking actually kill him once and for all, to finally reach his true like form and shit. But yeah, man. But I don't know if we're gonna get that in the second season. I'm pretty sure this series or this anime is gonna be long for itself to even have a final conclusion, whether or not if Itadori is going to live, or they're going to find a way for Itadori to separate himself from Sukanon so that they can take on Sukanon separately. But I don't know if that's going to be possible or all that stuff. But yeah, man, I like it is just amazing. And I don't think there's not going to be a character that you're not going to like, because all the characters are really likable. Even if they get barely any screen time, you get to see how they are towards one each other. I like Panda. The dude's not even a panda, but like, yeah, I understand, like, he's not actually a panda. Like, you get to learn like, not all, like, really, you get to understand like the basics of like curses, curse energy, and all that stuff, and how to exorcise a curse and everything. It's actually really informational and everything, and it's really good to learn all about that in that universe of Japan and everything. But like, wow, it is such a good anime. I love the fuck out of both of the openings. Both of the openings are fucking bangers to the fucking core, dude. I gotta say, especially like the first opening, like, it really clicked to me. The minute I heard it, I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying it. And then the second opening, I'm like, dude, that's like why if I can't go a day without listening to the second opening, because it is such a fucking banger, dude. Like, it really gets my head really banging. And the opening for the second opening, or the animation for the second opening was just fucking amazing, man. And I got to applaud Studio Mappa. They did a fan-fucking-tastic job into animating this anime, dude. Like, when you get to see the fight scenes, and when Itadori uses Black Flash, oh my gosh, the animation goes balls to the walls. And when you get to see Gojo's power and everything, like, dude, it is amazing. They did an outstanding job with the animation of this anime. It is so beautiful and it is so amazing. It feels like every time you watch each episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, it feels like you're not even watching the same one. It's like each episode of Jujutsu Kaisen is like different from one another, and Studio Mappa made it so fucking beautiful, man. The animation is so awesome, and I love it very much, man. This is practically one of the best, like, dude, it really deserves to be the anime of the year, man. Now that I am fully satisfied with the conclusion of the first season, and man, again, the animation, it is just amazing. And the way they directed like everything, like all the protagonists, well, not really, like, there is a group of people that, like, it's kind of like, it's like complicated once you get to understand, like, what the protagonist, or not protagonist, the antagonist, that's what I meant to say. Fucking, I'm a fucking dumbass. But yeah, it's a little bit confusing if you don't understand, or like, about the antagonist. Like, it confused me a little bit because I didn't pay attention a little bit more, because like, they're trying to get Sukuna's vessel and shit to make sure, or Sukuna, so they can fucking try to convince him, like, hey, join our side or some shit like that. But yeah, it is amazing in my opinion. Again, 10 out of 10, best anime that came out. Studio Mappa did a fantastic job in my opinion. It was just really fantastic. Deserves to be anime. Deserves to be anime of the year. And yeah, it is just all in all, a really great and incredible anime. And I cannot wait for the movie that's a prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen to actually come out. I'm really fucking excited to see what's gonna actually happen, man. Like, I just can't wait to see. If you guys have seen Jujutsu Kaisen, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment sections. If not, that's a-okay with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is SantaGhost239, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is, and I will see you all lovely ladies and gentlemen in the next one. Later.